Hello and welcome back to Sky Realms. Let me go to my base. Looks like my vines have grown in pretty well. It's about time to harvest them again for my giant vine farm. But just wanted to give you a look at the villager-based iron farm. The two villagers on this side, I never got them to breed, but I do have at least 10 villagers, which is all I need, basically. I wanted to get a couple more just to be sure, but 10 is working. Let me go down and show you. Excuse the animals. This is what I have so far. It is producing iron. It's not real quick, you know, that's taken several days. But it works. I have 2 villagers here, 2 there. I believe 2 on this side. And then 4 here. Which is exactly 10. Exactly what I need. And yeah, there are a lot of animals. A lot of animals. Now the animals trampled my pumpkin vines here, and also some of these other vines, the melon ones. And this remnants of my first initial farm on the server. A little bit is getting trampled. Anyway, my plan is to clear all this out and replace it. Now up here, I have 2 levels of carrots. Let me go up there and show that to you. I think I've shown you this before, but actually you'll probably see it from here. Got 2 levels of carrots. And carrots, I think, are the best producing vegetable in terms of money. So that's why I decided to focus on carrots. It's not an automatic farm, but I can, you know, just harvest these by hand and then replant them pretty easily. It's not a big deal. But I do get animals up here as well. Animals everywhere because of the grass, because they spawn on the grass. So I was thinking of redoing this and replacing the grass with something else. At first I was thinking brown wool, like this. Because that kind of looks like dirt, but I was thinking green wool would probably be better. Because it looks like grass, but it doesn't, you know, animals don't spawn. This is sort of like a test area. This is green wool here. From a distance you can hardly tell. That's my plan, and I also want to move all of this. See, I've got that level and then this level. So basically I want to replicate this design, which is the original size of the starter island. I want to replicate that down here. And I'm going to put a line of fences all around this to keep the animals out. And I think I can, if I squeeze it in, I'm going to have to cut all these down and move them, but I think I can fit at least 2 more levels of carrots right in this space. But to do that, I'll have to take down all this Now this structure I made just to get my villager farm started, so I don't really need this anymore. And this is where I have I have 2 zombie spawners in here. I'm collecting zombie flesh to sell, which is fine. But I'm going to take that down. I do have, I'm a Lord rank on the server, and I do have a Silk Touch pick, so I can collect those spawners. But the other thing is, what do I do with... Well, with this, I can just leave it. This is the bottom of my ink sac farm. Could probably add more hoppers. So I can just leave that there. But this, I will have to move. This is my... I call it my dark room. It's basically a dark space where mobs can spawn. And I can click the switch. When I do, this lights up, and also water is released. Let me show that to you. I've been measuring it, that's why it's open here, but this is my spawning area, which is normally dark. I've got water held back by pistons. When you flick the switch on the outside here, that opens, and the water sweeps everything down into these 2 side channels, and then right into this one spot. Because I have a half slab here, they can't see me, which is important for creepers. If I'm standing right here, because of this design, I can stand right next to a creeper and it won't blow up. So I'm going to have to move this to make way for the carrots, and I was thinking moving it to the side, like just out in this area. I think I have enough room just to move it over here, and I want to expand it. Thinking of making it wider and deeper to give myself more area where the monsters can spawn. So that is the plan. Yep, I have a Silk Touch pick. I was actually very fortunate. I sold like 90-something levels of experience points into one of the vendors in town and got a legendary book. And I was extremely lucky. My first legendary book of this season, I applied it to a pickaxe and I got Silk Touch. So let's... Actually, I think I might have to get a little closer. Make sure I'm using the right pick here. Knock those down. Make sure I collect those because they're worth like $900,000 a piece. Yep, they're in the chest. Okay, so I can rip all this down, tear up these farms and this, and make space for my my carrots. Okay, I wanted to show you why I chose carrots as my what I'm growing for profit. Well, I mean, I'm mainly doing vines, but aside from vines, so let's see. These are all the things that I've been growing. So if I do, let's say I sell a full stack of each of these, and we'll see how much we get. So let's look in the chat window. So this is 64 of each, and the thing that I get, now potatoes are pretty good. You get $600 for a full stack of potatoes, but for carrots it's $640. And there's something else I found. If you go to the farming vendor, you get 320 for 32 carrots. If you go to the food vendor, he also will buy carrots, but for 160 for 32. I don't know why carrots are being bought and sold for different amounts here. Yeah, they're worth exactly twice as much at the other vendor. 160 here versus 320 in the other one. And that, I'm guessing, is a mistake. Someone overlooked that, but as long as that price is in the game, I'm going to take advantage of it and sell them here at the farmer instead of the food vendor. And if they do fix it, I'll just switch my farm to potatoes, which is fine. By the way, this is the vendor that I was buying books from, the XP vendor. The legendary book with a random enchantment will cost 25,000 XP points. If you type /XP, it'll tell you how many you have currently. I have 6,383, so quite a ways to go. 25,000 is it's over 90 levels. When I get there again, I'll show you. I'll tell you exactly how many it is. Maybe 93, I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's my plan. I'm going to spend some time ripping down the structures underneath my base. And hello. And get ready to build my giant carrot farm. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.